It's like, I don't know what the fuck bother you. We just come to fuck back around each other. I don't tolerate somebody talking when I'm talking. Like that is crazy. Why I'm gonna waste my energy to have a conversation if you gonna talk while I'm talking? Because I know you ain't listening. Whenever you say something to me, it better be 10 toes down and you better have fact. Because I'm the nigga that's gonna make phone calls. And I get motherfuckers on speakerphone. Won't tarnish my image, won't tarnish my reputation. At the end of the day, like I said, in the heat of the battle, when you start sitting here, me and you going back and forth, I already told you. She know how I am. I don't do all that tongue wrestling. I'm not gonna argue with no motherfucking body. It ain't gonna be too long before I start motherfucking calling you out your motherfucking name. Because I don't believe no lady should be acting like a motherfucking nigga, and no nigga should be acting like no motherfucking lady. So when you start raising your voice to a certain level, and you start getting ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't too long before the motherfucking bees start slinking. Because I don't do all that tongue wrestling. And I even told her, I said to her, I said, listen, I went off or whatever. I said, I didn't want to lose my cool. I didn't want to get to that point. But, you know what I'm saying, I explained the little gaps where we had our little differences. And when you start sitting here, all that yelling shit, like, I don't do that shit at all. You understand me? I don't do that shit at all. Try to do as much hands off with your ass as possible. I want you to get help. You know what I'm saying? I do want that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't tolerate disrespect at all. I want you to ever sit here and think, you know what I'm saying, that when an opportunity presents itself, I want you to, that's why I tell you to take time out and think when you got time on your hands. So you can take full advantage and understand what it is you want to do. So when we put resources behind it, it ain't no wasted time. We had a conversation that started off with the fact of me sitting here saying to you, you know what I'm saying, we talked about the security. Yeah, we was talking when you got in the car. We was talking about the security. Now you said that, you didn't want to do that or whatever. You know what I mean? You was going to take some part-time shit or whatever it was. So I was trying to explain to you, okay, when you take a part-time job, you know what I'm saying, how's that going to get you to the point where you can save money, and you said, because you don't plan on staying down here, all this stuff. I said, well, how's it going to get you to save some money so you can, fund whatever it is you're trying to do? I said, regardless of whether you end up having to take the security license over, look, you left California, you said you had one down there, you still got to take one over down here if you want to at least work down here in that field. Get the license. We're investing in something that you can hold on to. You work, you make your little money, save your money. Don't nobody in here ask you for shit. Don't nobody ask. I develop a lot of things from having a conversation with a motherfucker. I develop how much is in your head. I develop how you manage, how you function. I develop, whether or not, you can survive out here, by yourself. Yeah, I'm trying to explain to you that God put people in your life and had them sometimes intervene in your life as him sending that boat. If God didn't send me to assist you or put me in your life, then you would have never reached out my direction and you wouldn't even got the help that you need. The point I'm sitting here saying to you is, no matter how different states that you went to, it's nobody there that's like your father. And the only reason I'm saying like your father is because, like I said, I was disappointed in how your mother handled the situation. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like your mother and your father, I'm gonna say like your fucking father. You know what I mean? Because I don't give a fuck if this situation went wrong. I'm gonna make sure you got somewhere to go if I ain't got no motherfucking way to go, because that's how the fuck I get down. You understand me? I'm not gonna sit here and let you go through it. I'm gonna go through it. You know what I mean? I sit here and fucking talk to family members like, yo, let her go ahead and lay on your motherfucking couch or whatever, and I'll do what the fuck I gotta do. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, whether you understand or you don't understand, at the end of the day, we haven't been around each other. Maybe, you don't fucking know me. You know what I'm saying? But she been around me for 7 motherfucking years. So she can tell you who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I said, yeah, I cuss. You know what I mean? This is part of who I am. I cuss, yeah. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, I know how to come to somebody and admit when I'm wrong. If I made a mistake or if I overstepped my boundaries, yeah, I'm gonna wait till the situation cool the fuck off. You think I should sit here in the midst of a fucking heated display when I done raised my motherfucking blood pressure and I'm behind the wheel of a motherfucking car and I drive truck for a living? You know what I'm saying? I get all worked the fuck up. In the midst of all that, I'm supposed to sit here and say, oh, and I apologize for accidentally hitting you. No. I'm gonna sit here telling you, oh, blow that shit the fuck off. You know it wasn't deliberate. You know what I'm saying? I want to finish making my statement because I basically had to fight to get to this fucking point. I don't give a fuck about you whining about oh it hit my arm or whatever. I don't want to hear that shit. When nigga, I'm out here ready to lay my motherfucking life down for my motherfucking kids, you won't tell me about, something bumping your fucking arm. Like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, brush it the fuck off. Keep it going. Like I said, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all this watered down bullshit, this old feeling shit, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because I wasn't cut from that cloth, so I don't give a fuck about y'all oversensitive ass motherfucking kids. Like I said, toughen the fuck up. You know what I mean? Life is tough. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody give a fuck about y'all. At the end of the day, like I said, you want the people that give a fuck about you, the people that's closest to you. Don't nobody really give a fuck. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying when I say, don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't nobody give a fuck. They don't care about your feelings. They turn your motherfucking ass away in a heartbeat. Won't give a fuck whether you got to go out there in the streets. Don't give a fuck whether you sleeping on a rock or sleeping in a pile of shit. They don't give a fuck. We was coming from a place of love. We was coming from a place of real concern. Like I said, when she gave me something, I gave it to you. Whether you realize it or fucking not. When you say, oh, I give the money back. I don't give a fuck about the money. I give a fuck about you. Time is important. Time is the most important thing we have. I don't want you wasting no fucking time, period. You know what I mean? Period. I want you to sit here, take the time you got for yourself when you alone or whatever. Think about what it is you want to do and really lock in on what you want to do. And then we put the fun in behind it so you can get it going. I want you to get on your own. I want you to slide your ass out the door because I damn sure ain't going to be up in there tongue wrestling with you. I want you to go ahead and ride off on your white horse and do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. I just want to make sure you got your feet together before you go do it. That's it. Like I said, you don't like the way I talk? I really don't, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, that's between me and God. And I'm going to have to deal with that with God. You understand me? But he know my heart. He know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to water myself down to sit here and try to have a conversation with one person. Then at the end of the day, I got to rev myself up to be the warrior to defend that same motherfucking person. I'm not doing it. Stop listening to what it the reverberation of the fucking message and actually listen to the fucking message. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying nothing to hurt you. Since you walked through this motherfucking door, all I've been trying to do is motherfucking help you. She extended an olive branch, you know what I'm saying, on the strength of me, and I'm trying to make sure that you take full advantage of it. Because nobody knows when the olive branch could break. You understand me? So nobody has time to play no motherfucking games. Nobody had time to figure it out as you go the fuck along. This is her daughter. This is, you know what I'm saying, her place to be. At the end of the day, you a guest. Appropriate yourself for the right way. Do what the fuck you can do. Get your shit together and keep it pushing. Because I'm not trying to sit here and have no motherfucking situation be for a long time. That's the reason why I'm busting my ass. That's the reason why I'm trying to sit here and help you to get where the fuck you need to go. You got your own mindset. You got your own way of wanting to do things. You got your own way of looking at things. And like I said, sometimes some things we agree upon. And some things ain't conducive to my way of seeing things. I'm not changing who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? You know where the fuck I'm at for no motherfucking body. So at the end of the day, like I said, if you're unhappy, you know what I'm saying, with communicating with me, we won't communicate that much. Nigga, I'll help you, give you whatever the fuck you need to get and keep it pushing. Whether y'all want me to drive your motherfucking work or drive you where the fuck you gotta go, I gotta fucking do it. And I'm taking time out of my schedule to do it. We don't have to motherfucking talk to each other. I really don't give a fuck. I don't need conversation from no motherfucking body. I talk to God every day. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like I said, I'll get you where the fuck you gotta go and do what the fuck you gotta do. Treat me like a motherfucking Uber driver. Get the fuck in, shut the fuck up, and I'll drive you where you gotta go. You ain't gotta say nothing to me. You know what I mean? And that's the fucking point. I don't really give a fuck. I don't owe nobody shit. And I bust my motherfucking ass to get where the fuck I am. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I said, you want to sit here and explain yourself and have this big stance and this big ass motherfucking beret or whatever, you do that shit under your roof. When somebody extending an olive branch, learn to humble yourself. You understand me? At the end of the day, like I said, I overstep the boundaries by sitting here getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I ain't never had to sit here and deal with any one of my motherfucking kids. And that's from y'all down to the littlest one. Ain't never dealt with nobody sitting here with all this tongue wrestling shit. Because I don't do that shit. I'm not built for it and I don't do it. So if you want to tongue wrestle with somebody, tongue wrestle with your mama. Don't tongue wrestle with me. Because I'm telling you, I'm not built for that shit. You know what I mean? So if you don't want to get cussed the fuck out, treated like a bitch in the street, don't act like one. Because you're not going to raise your voice with me. At the end of the day, like I said, respect is everything. The minute you start raising your voice and you want to argue like you some bitch in the street and I'm not your father, then damn, I'm going to argue with you like you a bitch in the street and treat you like one. You know what I mean? And that's the point. Like I said, I don't mind sitting here apologizing because I don't ever want to lose my character. I don't ever want to be out of my character. And that's why I don't mind apologizing to somebody when you make me come out of my character. But at the end of the day, you're not going to sit here and act like this is the way things are going to be because it's not going to be like that. I'm not trying to have that, period. If your ass need to go somewhere, I'm going to be that nigga that's taking you there. You know what I'm saying? So, do what the fuck you got to do. Go handle your business. You want to be on your own and be grown, motherfucker, hurry up and get your shit together so you can be out on your own, do whatever you want to do. You want to fucking travel the world, do whatever you want to do. Like, I mean, like I said, you keep saying, oh, you want to go to New York? Okay, I'm trying to help you to get there. How do you get there? I'm trying to help you. Get a job, make decent money, Nobody charging you nothing. Save your fucking money. So when you do finally decide to start your journey, you got thousands of fucking dollars in your fucking pocket when you walk the fuck out the door. It's a totally different fucking game when you got a bunch of money in your pocket when you walk the fuck out the door than to walk out with an empty fucking pocket and a fucking dream. And that's the point. So like I said, whether you like my tone of voice or not, this is me. This is who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, in the process of extending the olive branch, I don't think you got the fucking leg to stand on to be communicating about how the fuck I talk when basically what I'm trying to do is sit here and help. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you want the help, you take it. You don't want it, you don't have to take it. You know what I mean? That's it. I mean, that's really it. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, you know, I don't do accusation shit. So, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna call my daughter now, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to confirm it. No. I'm calling my daughter now.
It has nothing to do with.
Because I'm going to fuck down there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm calling her now anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like I said, don't ever float the accusation out there. You know what I'm saying? As if like, you know what I mean? Because I done told her she just bought me a fucking $500 game. You know what I'm saying? And just harassing me.
Can I?
Listen. I'm done with the conversation. There's really nothing else to talk about.
Well, I'm gonna speak out loud. I mean, but. In regards to what it said, it has nothing to do with cursing. It has the fact of when I am at a level of speaking and you're raising your voice and you're going off at me and you're cursing at me, and all I said, and I'm at a certain level. I never addressed you in a disrespectful manner, but the second I raise my voice because you're raising your voice and cursing at me, that automatically means I'm disrespecting you. What I see it is. Clearly, if I defend myself, or if anybody defends themselves, or whatever it is.
Look, when you say defend yourself, you got to defend yourself against niggas in the street. You don't defend yourself against me.
You said that I'm cutting you off, and I disrespect you.
I'm just letting you know that you keep saying defend yourself.
You're always cutting me off. Since before I came to Jersey, you would cut me off. We had that conversation when we first started talking, when you first picked me up. You were cutting me off.
Fuck out of here.
You were when you had to say something, I did not cut you off. I stood silent.
No, you did cut us off.
I let you speak when you were speaking. But what I'm saying is you constantly cut me off when I speak.
Okay, just get on with it.
All of a sudden when I got something to say, all of a sudden I'm the one being disrespectful to you and I'm disrespecting you. It seems like it's a problem when I say something and I defend myself verbally, it automatically means I'm disrespecting you.
Who the fuck are you to be talking about defending yourself?
When you're cursing me at me and you're calling me out my name and you disrespect, that's disrespecting. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You're talking to me as if I'm some random person off the street. You're coming at me in a disrespectful manner. And see, again, I am speaking and you got a chance to speak. You told me I was cutting you off before. I stood silent, and now when I'm speaking again, you're coming at me aggressive. It has nothing to do with cursing at somebody or the way you speak. It's how the fact that you literally will disrespect me and you will call me out my name and then you will get aggressive and you're punching on things. It has nothing to do with an armrest did not pop up and hit me. Your hand actually hit me, and that's what I said. You actually hit me. That's what I brought up.
Like I told you, all this
that's what I brought up.
Whine like a motherfucker. You want still?
It's not about whining. If I was emotional about it, you apologize about calling me out my name, but you didn't want to apologize for every little thing, every disrespectful remark and thing that you did. You did not speak about how you hit me and all those things. You spoke about that one thing because you didn't want to know that even happened. You left out a whole portion of the conversation. You left out the whole portion of the argument. You left out all the things that you said and all the things that you said that was disrespectful to me. But you said that one little thing about you calling me out my name. So it seems as though that's the only thing you needed to apologize for.
You act like a fucking little ass kid.
I'm not acting like a little kid. You were punching on things and then screaming at the top of your lungs. And then when I even stopped speaking for a certain amount of time,
I don't even remember half the shit I said. I was fucking mad. You understand what I'm saying?
You were still going off and disrespecting me. And then when I speak up and I defend myself, all of a sudden you have a problem. You have a problem with someone defending themselves when they're not tolerating disrespect. I'm not doing that.
Yes, at the end of the day, I call.
No, it's not.
Listen, you ain't gotta love me. You ain't gotta want to be around me. I don't give a fuck. I got other kids that love me and want to be around me. So I don't care.
You already told me you didn't care about how I feel. You already told me to jump off an edge. You already told me all that. You already told me to run back to being homeless. You already told me that. You already said God so-called help me go back on that miracle journey. It's God so-called effing help me.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for 1 minute. Hey, King.
Here.
Like, this is constant.
Hey, King, I'm asking you a question, right? Hey, do you
I wasn't even about to bring none of this up. He was going on a whole rant.
Why you still talking? I'm talking about dogs right now.
He was going off about a whole
Stop
nother
talking, nigga. I'm
person.
talking about
He was
dogs
going
right
off
now.
about a whole nother person, cursing about them, and then going off on me for no reason. They claim I had attitude when he was just talking about somebody.
Your sister made a statement like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a
everybody got
whole
problem with me, like,
conversation.
I'm disrespecting the kids or something like that. Do you have a problem with me?
This is nothing current, and then it's making it seem as though I'm talking about you disrespecting her right now. That's not what I said. That is not what I said, and now she want to think I'm saying something entirely different.
So at the end of the day,
now it's going to create issues. Now it's going to sound like I'm making stories up on her. That's not what I say.
Like got a problem. No, that's her.
No, I said you always disrespected people. I said you constantly for years always came at us aggressive. No, that's not even what I said. That is not what I said. She don't even know what's going on, and then you bringing her up in a conversation. You don't even know what's going on. She get hearing a piece of the conversation, and then she's going based off of what she think you're asking her about. That's not what I said. She don't feel like you're disrespecting her. That's not what I said. I said you're constantly always, no, I said you're always been aggressive and disrespectful. That's what I said. You called us out our names before. That is true. I can name incidents of where you called one of my sisters out their names. You disrespected them before. You called us out our names. You called them out their name when they were modeling. You called them out their names. And you brought up the fact you called me out my name just yesterday.
I don't give a fuck what happened to her. I'm ready to get her fucking ass up out of here. Because the bitch won't
No, you have a problem with me getting out because you have a problem with me getting out because you have a problem with me getting out because I'm defending myself. You're cursing me out. You called me out my name. You called me the B word. You called me a hoe. You called me all disrespectful names. And then you wanted me to shut up and be quiet while you called me out my name. You wanted, and then you was punching on the armrest so you could intimidate me and threaten me as if you was about to buck up at me. But you claiming I'm bucking up at you. I never once got out of my seat. I never once disrespected you. I never once punched on nothing. You was bucking up at me.
You can't punch on nothing, nigga. You don't own nothing. How the fuck you gonna punch on something you don't own?
It has nothing to do with you punching on nothing. You were trying to intimidate me. But I'm your daughter and you trying to punch up on something. You bigger than me, you stronger than me, and you way more than me. And you punching on something.
You hear this stupid motherfucker? You hear this stupid motherfucker?
Exactly.
Intimidate motherfucker. Nobody need to intimidate your dumb ass.
Yes, you was. You was punching on something. No, because I'm tired of the way he feels so he can disrespect me. And then when I defend myself, he acts like I'm the problem. He trying to be man. He trying to be a man and man up and apologize to me. You ain't never fucking apologize. You ain't apologize for nothing. You ain't apologize for nothing. You ain't apologize for nothing. You're abusive. You're abusive. You're fucking. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. Fuck you too. Fuck I hate you. Fuck that. Come on. You ain't never apologize for nothing. You ain't no real man. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. Put your hands on me. I swear to God, I stab your fucking ass. I stab. I stab. Shoot your ass. Show me that.